You're losing good women, not because you're unworthy, not because there's something fundamentally wrong with you, but because your brain is a battlefield, a relentless loop of what-ifs, second-guessing, and catastrophic thinking. You're analyzing her texts like they're encrypted military codes. You're dissecting every interaction, searching for hidden meanings that aren't there. You're building elaborate scenarios of rejection and heartbreak, and it's exhausting. For both of you. Let's be clear. Thinking is good. Overthinking is a weapon of self-destruction. It's a parasitic process that drains your confidence, kills attraction, and ultimately guarantees failure. You're not striving for clarity, you're creating chaos. You're manufacturing problems where none exist. And the worst part? You're doing it under the guise of caring. They tell you to communicate. They tell you to be sensitive. They tell you to understand her feelings. And you take that as permission to become a full-time mental investigator, obsessively trying to decipher her every mood swing. This isn't connection. This is control disguised as empathy. And women can smell it a mile away. This isn't about suppressing your emotions. It's about regaining control of your mind. It's about building a mental fortress strong enough to withstand the inevitable uncertainties of any relationship. Because here's the harsh reality. Relationships are uncertain. There will be moments of doubt, disagreement, and discomfort. The question isn't whether those moments will happen. It's how you react to them. If your default response is to spiral into a vortex of anxiety, you're doomed. You'll become a needy, insecure mess. A man constantly seeking reassurance is a man who projects weakness. And weakness isn't attractive. It's a repellent. The root of this problem isn't your partner. It's your own internal deficiencies. It's a lack of self-worth, a fear of abandonment, and an underdeveloped sense of self. You're externalizing your validation. You're relying on her approval to feel good about yourself. That's a losing game. You need to build an internal foundation of self-respect and confidence that doesn't depend on anyone else's opinion. Think of it like this. You're trying to build a house on quicksand. No matter how hard you work, how meticulously you plan, the foundation will inevitably collapse. You need solid ground to build on. And that solid ground is self-acceptance, self-reliance, and a clear understanding of your own values. So how do you break the cycle? How do you silence the relentless chatter in your head and reclaim your sanity? It's not about instant fixes. It's about consistent practice and a fundamental shift in perspective. Let's talk about some principles. First, and this is non-negotiable, cultivate detachment. This doesn't mean you should be emotionally unavailable. It means you need to learn to observe your thoughts and feelings without getting consumed by them. Imagine you're watching a movie. You see characters experiencing intense emotions, but you don't become those characters. You simply observe. Similarly, when you experience anxious thoughts, acknowledge them. Label them. Okay, I'm having a thought that she's losing interest, but don't dwell on it. Don't analyze it. Just let it pass. Mindfulness meditation is incredibly effective for this. 5 minutes a day can make a world of difference. Treating your thoughts as just that, thoughts, removes their power over you. Linked to detachment is defining your non-negotiables. What are your core values? What behaviors will you absolutely not tolerate? Knowing your boundaries is crucial. When you're clear on what you stand for, you're less likely to get caught up in endless speculation about what she might be thinking or feeling, because you're anchored to your truth. If she violates your boundaries, you have a clear and rational basis for addressing it, or walking away. This isn't about being rigid. It's about self-respect. Now let's address the compulsion to analyze every text message. Implement the 2-hour rule. This is simple. Don't overanalyze a text or interaction for at least 2 hours. Seriously. Put your phone down. Go do something else. Engage in an activity that requires your full attention. This creates space between the stimulus, the text, and your reaction, the overthinking. You'll be surprised how often your initial anxiety dissipates when you step away from it. Often what seems like a coded message is just a message. This connects to a broader principle: prioritize presence. Too much of your mental energy is spent dwelling on the past or worrying about the future. Bring yourself back to the present moment. Engage in activities that ground you in reality. Physical exercise, spending time in nature, pursuing a hobby. Anything that allows you to feel fully present in your body. When you're fully present, you're less likely to get lost in the labyrinth of your own mind. Next, embrace discomfort. Avoidance fuels anxiety. If you're afraid of rejection, you'll avoid putting yourself in situations where you might experience it. But that's a self-fulfilling prophecy. You need to actively seek out situations that challenge you. Ask her out. Express your feelings. Be vulnerable. The more you expose yourself to discomfort, the less power it will have over you. It's about building mental resilience. Let's be brutally honest. A lot of overthinking stems from a deep-seated fear of vulnerability. You're afraid to show her your true self, your imperfections, your insecurities. You're trying to curate an image of perfection, hoping she'll accept the facade. Newsflash, it won't work. Authenticity is magnetic. Women are drawn to men who are genuine, who are comfortable in their own skin, who aren't afraid to be real. This leads to the final and perhaps most important principle. Focus on self-improvement. Stop obsessing over her and start obsessing over yourself. Invest in your own growth. Develop your skills. Pursue your passions. Become the best version of yourself. When you're focused on your own journey, you're less likely to seek validation from others. You're less likely to get caught up in the drama of a relationship. You radiate confidence and self-assurance, and that's incredibly attractive. This isn't a quick fix. It's a lifelong process. There will be setbacks. There will be moments when you slip back into old patterns of thinking. But the key is to recognize those moments, to acknowledge them without judgment, and to recommit to the principles we've discussed. You're not broken. You're not flawed. You're simply operating from a flawed mental framework. It's time to dismantle that framework and build a new one. One based on self-respect, self-reliance, and a clear understanding of your own worth. Stop waiting for her to make you happy. Start creating your own happiness. Stop seeking her approval. Start approving of yourself. Stop analyzing her every move. Start focusing on your own life. You deserve a partner who complements your greatness, not completes your emptiness. If you're ready to take control of your mind and build a healthier, more fulfilling relationship life, and if this message resonated with you, show your support by liking this video and subscribing to the channel. But don't just watch this video and forget about it. Implement these principles today. Start with one small step, and commit to making a change. Your love life and your happiness depend on it.